more of who you are, right? So when we think about just that phrase, more of who you are, I think what we're really saying is that money can make you more of who you are. And if you had more money, maybe you've had more flexibility, more time, and so you get to focus on more of the things that are truly important to you. So then it becomes really important to figure out what is really important to you. And that kind of creates a whole different thought process. Would you agree?
Absolutely. I know a lot of what we are going to talk about in our podcast is going to do and relate to money. It's going to be on that topic. But today it's really about peeling back the layers and discovering who you really are today and where do you want to go in the future? And then what are the steps to get there? I know for myself, you hear that saying, or you may think, oh, she's living her best life, or wow, they're living their best life. Are they? I know for myself, when I'm really stressed out or burdened with, I have so many things going on, my schedule is so full, I am definitely not living my best life. It's full, it's busy, it's stressful, and I'm not always making the best decisions. So how do you live your best life? How do you be more of who you are?
You know, honestly, I think part of the answer, so something you know about me, which others may not know, is that every year I pick a word as a filter, as a guide to kind of take me through the year, and I use it as almost like a check valve. So as I'm addressing different maybe life decisions or events, even simple things, I use that word as a filter when I'm gauging the priority, that activity is going to have in my life for that year. And every year I go through a process that helps me identify what that word's going to be. And as you were talking, two values, and that I shouldn't use that because that's the word I'm headed toward, but they jumped out to me, and one was this word value. And so what are your values? What do you value, and how do you decide what you value? And then the other is this idea of contentment. And I think a lot of times that can sort of get distorted a little bit, and people think if they're content, then maybe they won't improve. But I think there's a big difference between contentment and complacency. And so when we stop improving, when we stop trying, we're being complacent, right? We're comfortable. You said getting out of the comfort zone, right? And I really love that because it can be very powerful to get out of your comfort zone. Also very scary, absolutely, but you get a lot of value from it, right? You get a lot of satisfaction, a lot of opportunity. So for me, those are the two things.
Yeah, sorry. It leads to your word of the year.
It does.
Getting out of your comfort zone leads to?
Yeah, so this year, contentment was a few years ago, but this year is growth. And in order to grow, right, if we're, so in financial fitness, I make a lot of parallels between finances and budgeting and good habits and exercises in the gym. And this idea of comfort and growth, if you are comfortable in the gym, you're not growing. If you are comfortable in your job, you're not growing. Something that I heard recently and I've shared with Christine and we've kind of joked about is we want to be able to look back on what we're doing now, a year from now, and literally we want to be embarrassed by the content we're producing, even though right now we're very proud of what we're doing. In order for us to grow and improve, we need to keep pushing ourselves into what right now is uncomfortable. And then, and only then, I believe, we will be able to look back and say, we did well back a year ago, but look at what we're doing now and look at what we did then and look at the difference. And I think the difference and the improvement is going to come from a focus on growth, but a willingness to step outside of that comfort zone.